AI is totally changing the game on how we can get new leads in the door and get these potential clients to actually buy from us. So today I'm going to go through 2 tools that you know of for free. Google ChatGPT, the free version, yes, on how to get a bunch of leads, bunch of email addresses, and how to then reach out to them. And the best part, you don't need any fancy software. You don't need anything new. You use the stuff that you were already using. And if you're new here, I'm Andrea Paulton, and I teach marketing to online business owners and small shops that don't have fancy budgets and that don't have a marketing team. All right, let's start with free tool number 1, Google. So we're going to do this in 3 parts. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see how I do it, and feel free to copy and paste and borrow my stuff. This is a really good way for you to do this quickly. The first Google formula I'm going to show you comes in 3 parts. The first part is going to be, what platform are you going to want to scrape records from? Is it from LinkedIn? Is it from Instagram? I'm going to show you both so you can see what that looks like. The second part of the formula is going to be your niche. So which industry are you going after? Who are you going after? And the third part of the formula is, we're just going to filter it so it only shows you people that have email addresses so you can email them. Okay, let's look at the formula together. This is the Google search formula. So you can see here, I already wrote it out for you so you can easily copy and paste it. And so my first example is going to be that I want to go onto the website LinkedIn. I want to find only consultants because that's my niche. And I'm going to specify the kind of email address ends that they have. Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail. This is literally what you can copy and paste. So let's do it. Let's try it out. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to open my Google tab, and I'm going to paste it. Literally, that's all you do. And then hit enter. And so you can see here that it's giving me a bunch of people that put in their email address. So I can see right here, this consultant at Kingdom Wealth Consultants, there is their main email address. Then you have this person, Phil, and he has his email address here. And this is all public knowledge. The big thing here is, we want to make sure that we do not just blanket copy and paste email addresses and then send them mass emails. That's actually illegal, and you're going against something called CAN-SPAM laws. So we're going to talk about that later in the video on how you can do this in a legit way. Another email address, they're everywhere. So you can see how easy it is. So let's go back into the different tests so you can see. So let's say your audience is not on LinkedIn, but it's on Instagram. You can do the same thing there. I chose life coaches. You can choose any industry that is important to you. So again, I'm going to copy and paste this, and then I'm going to go back into Google, and I'm going to paste this new one, the Instagram search. Let's see what is different or if it's the same. So now we're in Instagram. I chose life coaches on the platform Instagram, and you can see here, there's an email address. We already got our first one. There's our second one. So you have them all. So this is such a good way to do this in an easy way. And you see how quick it was. My example, I showed you 2 examples, and it was like literally minutes long. All right, so after you do the first part where you do the Googling and you figure it out exactly the people that you want email addresses for, all you need to do is then go into ChatGPT. So let's go look at that prompt and what that looks like. So we're going to go into ChatGPT. We're going to create a data table. The only reason I like to do this is so I can see what we just grabbed from Google. So this is the prompt. Create a table for this data with these columns: first and last name, company name, website URL, and email. So we're going to go into ChatGPT. So I'm just going to copy and paste my prompt. There it is. And then I'm going to go back into my Google search, and I'm going to use the one for LinkedIn that we did. And I'm just going to copy all that's on the page. So I'm going to do Command A, I'm on a Mac, Command C, which is copy, and then I'm going to go back into my ChatGPT, and then I'm going to paste it. So now all my information you see here is in here, and I just told it to create a table. So let's see what that looks like. It's going to show you the table. And look how beautiful this is. Now you have a bunch of people. Some of them you don't have the first name and last name. That's okay. We have a company name, you have a website URL. So here at this point, we do want to do a little bit of extra work. We want to make sure if we're going to be cold emailing somebody, it's going to be worth it. Do your research. Are these the right type of companies you're going after? Look at their website or go to the LinkedIn, and then you have the email addresses. So this is beautiful. We have some, and this is from the first page. And then you can do this over and over again from the second page, from the third page. You can literally get thousands of leads this way. So awesome. So now we have the table. Love it. I did the research. Yes, these are the right people. So now I'm going to go and show you the prompt that you can use to create these emails. So first, when you actually write the email, I'm going to give you a tip. You want to get straight to the person and you want them to do something. You want them to actually write back to you. So do not put any designs in there. Do not put any links in there. Do not put anything in there at all. No Calendly link, no website, like nothing. You can put in your signature. If this is an Instagram search, you can put your Instagram URL, or if this is a LinkedIn search, you can do a LinkedIn signature. The only reason I like to put in my LinkedIn signature is so they can see I'm a real person. The email is super short and it needs to be for them. So here's the prompt that I use. So I'm going to say to ChatGPT, write me an email. I want to personalize the subject line. The reason I'm personalizing the subject line is so they're more likely to actually open it. I have an entire video on this. I will link it in the description. It's how to write cold emails, and it gives you like the best tips to write subject lines. Like literally, you got to steal that because it works. Our open rates went from like 5%, 10% to like 30, 40% using this. So check that video out next. You personalize your subject line, you personalize the copy for each person. You introduce yourself. So obviously for me, I would say introduce myself and that I help consultants with growing their personal brand. So what is it that you do? You write that in that works for you. And then I'm telling ChatGPT to write the email so it's enticing for them to write back. Add my LinkedIn URL in my signature so they know I'm a real person. So let's do that. So we're going to copy it and paste this, and we're going to put this in the same ChatGPT that we're in. And I'm just going to say that. Here you go. So they're going to be like, oh my God, this is not a mass email. This is actually for me. I'm a Jira consultant. They're going to open it. And then you have the personalization again. I came across Jira Consulting Group while looking at independent consultants doing solid client work without much personal visibility behind it. So this is the stuff that you can then take into your own words. Like maybe you didn't like the way ChatGPT words it, but this is basically, I've already trained my ChatGPT to sound like me. So this sounds exactly like me. And then quick context. I help consultants turn their experience into clear personal brands. So this is really important. The first sentence is about them. Not about you, not about your business, about them. Then you can introduce yourself. And then I am giving them kind of like my framework. Like I'm not talking about posting more, becoming content creators. I focus on tightening position, profile clarity, and authority signals. So this is what I do. So you need to put in what you do. And then you have the ask. No links. If this is relevant, I would love to ask you one question. Are you currently getting clients because of your expertise or because people already know you exist? Happy to share a quick example if helpful. And then I have my name. And then the only reason I have a LinkedIn one is so they can see I'm like a real human. Obviously put your LinkedIn URL in it. So that's what I want you to do. So I have my emails. It's super quick. And then I can go to work and I can actually get emails out there. And you can do this literally for thousands of people. I don't want you mass emailing them because these people, you did not get their email by them giving you permission to email them. That's CAN-SPAM laws, but you can email them one-on-one. And these are real emails, right? It's the same thing as if I send an email to my friend, hey, do you want to get coffee with me? I'm sending an email to a consultant saying, hey, how are you getting your clients? I'd love to give you an example. And as you can see, I'm also giving them something, right? Again, my give is, if useful, I can share a quick example of what works for consultants in your position. And then if they write back, then I'm going to give them that example and I'm giving them something for free. I'm going to give them some kind of training. Maybe I'll give them a YouTube link, or I can show them a case study, or I can give them like a prompt or whatever it is that they need. So then at that point, I have really started this conversation. There's more of a like and trust factor. I gave them something for free. And then the third email, I can then sell something. And I can say, hey, if you like this example, here is a good way to sign up with me if you need me to do marketing consulting for you. So do this. Snag all my prompts. You can copy and paste, I don't mind, and do the same thing for your audience, for your leads, and for your potential customers. And then make sure you train ChatGPT to write about what it is actually that you're selling. Remember, the first email is not a sales email. The first email is a, hey, this is who you are. This is what I do. And here's an example of how you can get more clients or how I can help you. Let me know if you want to see this example. And then they write back, you give them the example, and that's where the selling starts. I hope you like this. Make sure you like the video if you did and you found this useful, and subscribe so you can get more free tips for you and your business so you can grow and scale. See ya.